Well, you got £500 and 2 days to do it. Do you think you can?
We'll have a good go.
OK, time to swap keys and try to remember the true meaning of the word friendship. Off you go. You see, the trouble is, if they don't tell us what their neighbours really like, we just can't be held responsible. Waiting at number 12 is top designer Linda Barker.
Robert, Sandra, hi.
Hi, Linda.
Hi. How are you doing?
Fine.
You ready to work?
Oh, yes.
Remind me again what we're going to do in here, what you want to change.
I think we're changing the panelling.
Yeah, it's got to go, hasn't it?
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
It's too dark.
What else?
Well, the chairs are a bit
I know.
dull. We could perhaps spruce them up a little bit.
Yeah, the brown velour. Yes, I think so, I agree.
Well, the light, it's a bit low, but I know that's Michelle's pride and joy, so I
It
think
is
we could
lovely.
make a feature out of it.
Yeah, but just move it. It's going to be quite hard, but I think we're going to move it into a corner of the room. And I've got this, like this.
Oh, Michelle will love that.
It's a bit bright, I know, but I know she's really homesick. So I'm kind of going to get all these colours of India, and I know they're from Goa, and lots of spicy colours about.
What about the fire? We're hoping to change the fire
Yeah.
or take it out.
We'll get rid of the fire completely, and I've got some mosaic, which is a fabulous colour. So we're going to mosaic it.
Right,
You ready for
let's
work? It's going to be a lot of work, but we'll get there.
Meanwhile, working in Robert and Sandra's living room is Graham Wynne, interior designer and stylist.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine,
nice
thank
to
you.
see you. Hi, how are you? Now, just remind me as to what your thoughts are on the project.
I think this has got to go. Don't you think?
Yes, you're right. I think
Yeah.
it's a prime candidate for getting rid of. I think that has to go.
The carpets, I think the carpets are a bit dull. They could go as well.
And the room needs brightening up generally, I think.
With a little more colour, a few ornaments.
I think, yes, let's get rid of the carpet. And I
Yeah.
think rather than doing another fitted carpet because of our budget,
Yes,
let's
right.
do a painted floor finish and a big rug.
Well, that's something
on the
new,
floor.
isn't
I
it?
think
That'd be
they'll like
nice.
it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they'll like that. What we can do with that wall is to do a really quite sumptuous window treatment on it.
Oh, yes.
But I think we can do sort of floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall curtaining.
Robert and Sandra would love that.
Yeah, and I don't want them to come back in. I think we've gone completely mad. So, you know, I think what we'll do is we'll do the room as in a fairly classic way, but in a contemporary, give it a slight contemporary twist, so it's not like living in the 19th century.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think.
Good. Let's get going then.
Day 1, 10 o'clock.
OK, Michelle, this is where the fun really starts for you, because we've got to get rid of this ghastly wallpaper.
OK.
So we're going to do it to give ourselves a nice life with a wallpaper stripper, which we've hired in. You can get them from most DIY superstores. You can hire them for the weekend, and they're an absolute godsend. But it's all in the preparation with this stuff, because it's very important to actually perforate the wallpaper so that the steam has actually got something to go into it. And you can do that using...
So it just peels off very easily.
and using one of these natty little gadgets that comes as an accessory with your wallpaper steamer.
On the other side of the wall, they've had the same idea.
You know, I was thinking of painting over this, but no way. I'm so glad we decided to strip it. Look, it's like the bottom of a mouse's cage. It's horrible.
1 hour has gone, and so has most of the Bino's fireplace.
I mean, look, just tap everything out my snow. If you ever go up front and just get all that down there, it's coming up really easy. Okay. Just get it on the mortar joint, it falls to bits. Brilliant.
That's it, you've done it this time. What have you done? These poor people's house.
Oh, you've got to admit, though, it isn't the... I mean, look. It's going to be a vast improvement, don't you think?
They might have loved it. What have you done? what are you going to put in its place? What's happening?
This is just going here. We're going to box this out here, stud it out, square, put plasterboard around it, fire line plasterboard around it, and just basically do away with all this.
I can't believe you've ripped out their fireplace.
Let's face it, it's going to be an improvement, don't you think so? Do you think so? Everyone must agree with me on that score.
Did they really love this fireplace? No, I think they didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Now look, that can be sold as modern art. Pile of bricks in, what is it, take that, it went for 30 grand.
It's not that I don't like brown velvet couches, you mustn't get me wrong, but it
better in the garden, isn't it? I know what you're saying.
It's nice and comfy.
It is, it's really good.
Ever the diplomat.
It's her friend after all. No, we're going to get rid of the brown though. I've got some fabulous fabrics. What we want to do is 3 different colours of fabric. Basically, to start, just pin on the biggest piece of fabric, front and back, all the way over, a big 6-inch gap for tucking in down here, so it looks pretty neat. These are just going to be covers that can take on and off, and she can wash and what have you. So they're loose covers. Pin the fabric directly on, and just sew along the pinning.
And then
lines.
just turn it inside out?
Yeah, turn it inside out, which is brilliant for this fabric because it's the same inside and outside, so bit of sewing.
Joubert is left with the dirty work while Graham and Michelle get all artistic.
So this is now another project to cover up the gas fire, and I thought it would be quite fun to do a fire screen.
Yeah.
But I thought what we could do is take this out, and we can do a technique called decoupage, which is using cutouts of drawing cutouts and doing a design all over this. And I thought what would be quite fun is Lindsay, the oldest daughter, is interested in music, isn't she? So I photocopied some images of musical instruments and pieces of music. And so what I thought we could do is a collage of this instead of the embroidery.
Go. Yeah. Go. That's just so satisfying. This is a bit like a busman's holiday for you.
It is, yes.
You do this?
I don't do so much stripping of papers and things, I just a joiner.
Someone's obviously filled this before, so this is a recurrent problem with this wall, I think. Just gouge out, just follow the crack, and then what we'll do is fill it and then just smooth it. So it's a good surface for painting on. You all right?
Of course, and I always.
Problems? Problems?
Slight problem.
In what way?
No, it may not be a problem, actually. What we've done is we've taken all the wallpaper off, and we were hoping to get away without lining the walls with lining paper. I've just done a bit of hand sandpapering down and done a little test area of paint, and it ain't looking too good, actually. If we were being totally professional, we should cross-line the whole thing, which we may have to do, but I'm hoping to get away without doing it. So I'm going to try option 2, which is
Do the ironing.
do the ironing. It's a sander, it's an electric one. It'll be a lot quicker than what I was just doing. So I'll do another test area with this, and fingers crossed, we might get away with it.
Disguising that wood panelling is going to take a lot of filling.
Make great hair, highlights of your hair here, this stuff.
I've got them now.
This is heavy, isn't it? And I really wanted a heavy normal plasterboard. See the big side, this decoration side, so it's so nice.
Meanwhile, what's left of the fireplace is covered by plasterboard screwed to a wooden frame.
Honest, so don't fix the ceiling like that. Sorry, back round can, right to you. To you, right on the floor.
As one fireplace slots neatly into place, another one comes out. Removing the gas fire and capping the supply was a job for the professionals, but Linda felt confident they could remove the surround themselves.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, what's a bit of plaster between friends?
I've got a bit more work than I thought I would here.
These walls are turning into be a bit of a nightmare for you, aren't they?
Slight understatement there, yes. No, they could have been worse, actually, to be honest, but it's difficult when you've only got 48 hours, that's the problem. But we've got there. I think it's going to be OK. And the electric sanding worked.
Oh, did it?
Yes. So we don't have to lining paper the entire room. So I'm celebrating.
A little bit of relief.
A little bit,
there.
just a little bit of relief.
OK, Sandra, what we want to do, and we're pressed for time a little bit. The first sofa's done, practically, but this is a bit more problematic because it's bigger. Do you like the colour?
It's lovely. Contrasts really well, doesn't it? Will it wash though? Because baby
will.
Sash is at that stage now
I know.
where she throws
No,
up
I
quite
think
a
those
bit.
fabrics with babies in mind, she'll just be able to pull these sofa covers off
Pop
and
it
chuck
in the
them in the
wash.
machine. Yeah, no problem. So if we remember, we've got to have a seam allowance on the bottom, so that should be fine there. And the same kind of seam allowance behind. And then we need to cut. This fabric's brilliant because you can see where the grain goes, so there's no wobbly lines allowed.
The wind has been very kind.
I know,
to
let's
us.
hope that rain stays away because we need this garden space. This fabric's fantastic. This is only from IKEA, £5.90 a metre.
Now I know what you're thinking, and before you say it, yes, it was checked and the plasterboard is fireproof. Day one's almost over. Joubert's filling in the gaps in the tiles so Graham can paint the floor later tonight.
Now, you remember I'm going to do this colour washing, which is using quite strong, spicy colours. We're going to do an orange wash. But the base colour, it'll help it if there's a bit of colour in. I've got three. I've got a light, a medium, and a darker colour.
What do you think?
The medium, I like that.
Yeah.
The medium ones.
I must say, this dark is not happening for me, so
No.
let's put the lid on that.
I'll go with this one then. The
Yeah,
medium.
that
That's a
one's
nice
going to work
warm
quite
colour,
well.
isn't it?
Yeah.
With the sofa colours.
Yeah,
too.
excellent choice. Do you know, I do like brushing it. Do you know rollering, it puts like a dappled finish on the paint.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And that glaze is going to be so nice and so smooth that all those little bubbles that a roller makes, I just want to avoid. I'm really happy about this, that we've got to this stage now. This is exactly where I want it to be, with this first colour on, and it can dry completely overnight, ready for that glaze in the morning.
Great.
I'd love to say to you, it looks fab, but it doesn't. That's the honest truth.
You've got to start somewhere. I think it's been
Yeah,
a good start.
well, we'll be quite satisfied with what we've done today. And there's always tomorrow.
You're going to be sleeping here tonight?
Yes.
On this very floor? You
No.
better get sweeping up fast. Have a comfortable night. I'd love to stay, but you know how things are. I'll see you in the morning.
Take care.
Night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's the beginning of day 2 and Graham has a serious floor crisis.
I'm afraid I've got something to show you two. Come and have a look.
Oh my God.
The floor is not dry.
Oh dear.
We can't walk on it for another couple of hours. It's raining and I'm panicking.
Oh, well, don't worry. What we can do is we can do the other things, can't we?
I think this is what we're going to have to do. I think we're going to have to use the carport as HQ, do everything we can in there, and then move into the room as soon as the room's dry.
You quite like this colour, don't you?
It's dried nice, hasn't it? And I've
Surprised
warmed.
how it's dried.
Yeah, well, actually, we're going to do
Shade.
something quite radical to it now. Sorry to disappoint you, but we've mixed up a glaze here. This is scumble glaze, which you can basically get anywhere, and you tint it with an oil-based product, and then just thin it down with a bit of white spirit, and then you put it on very, very thinly.
So we're not really concerned about getting nice even strokes
not
here.
at all.
You want
The-
a wishy-washy.
The most uneven strokes are the
It's
best,
better.
really. And just keep moving it.
I must say, Linda, it's not really my choice of colour, but I think maybe with the furnishings and the pictures.
Yeah, you could get used to it.
Yeah.
Strange question to ask, I know, but why are you spending so much time outdoors when the walls haven't been done yet inside?
It's a long story, Carol. Floor isn't dry. We can't go in there. So I'm sitting out here like a garden gnome, trying to sort of finish off things that normally would be last-minute things. It's all done in reverse today, I'm afraid.
How long before the floor dries?
We think another couple of hours, so we've only got about 2 hours in that room before we hand over keys to paint walls,
Can you do it?
put up a mantelpiece, God knows what. I don't know, it's like Challenge Annika, isn't it? We'll find out. So I'm doing sort of...
Look at the bright side. Look
Exactly.
at the bright side. What are we doing here?
Well, here we are basically taking a rather nasty gardener and plastic thing from a garden centre, and I'm trying to give it a bronzing finish.
You spray painted it black
I
first.
spray painted it black, and now what I'm doing is I'm using some bronzing powder, which you can get in it's an artist shop thing rather than a DIY centre thing.
Right.
And you just mix it with a little petroleum wax on a brush, you know, and then just sort of stipple it on, and when it's dry, you can just buff it with a cloth, and you'll get quite a sort of subtle antique bronze effect.
I'm going to see how Rob's getting on Rob, how are you doing? You're singing! You're a happy man.
I think it's the fumes.
It's looking good. Do you like it?
It's growing on me.
I better help you for a bit because we need to get this finished so we can move on.
I thought while the paint's drying in the living room, Michelle, we could finish our decoupage screen. What we need to do is sort of give this a bit more of an aged finish. I've just put 2 tea bags here into a cup.
Right.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to use the colouring of the tea in the water to age the surface of the paper. And it'll make the paper
So when it dries, it looks like
It'll go yellow.
antique.
Yeah, it'll look old and yellow. It's nearly looking antique, but we're going to do one other little technique. This is using another...
Coffee now?
Yeah, coffee. You know the way old paper often does have these dots in it sometimes?
Yeah.
It's quite easy to get that effect by sprinkling a few coffee granules onto the surface of the wet paper. And you'll find that if you wait a few minutes, the granules start to melt into the paper. And it'll give it all that spotty, old feel.
Next door, Andy's building a cupboard for the TV and hi-fi.
Slowly.
Yeah?
Very slowly.
It's looking good though.
Yeah, this is really effective. This fretwork is brilliant.
I know.
It is such good stuff.
I know, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Just a little bit of care with it, but I mean, look, it totally transforms the door completely.
Okay,
You know,
brilliant.
from a plain door, so.
So you let me know because I need to get Rob painting this white so then we can finish it with the wax.
Might look quite nice just propped on top of the fireplace. It's not quite dry, the shower.
We're really run out of time. Don't know what happened today. A bit lower.
You put it on, put one upside down.
There's a really nice one here.
Are you sure that's going to fit?
Well, I hope so. Don't say that.
It looks very small to me.
Don't.
Just found them in the
The tray
kitchen.
that's wet.
5 minutes, guys. Is this the last thing?
Finished.
That's it. Time's up, and I think it's fair to say that both Linda and Graham have had a hard time of it this week. Both of these houses are full of wet paint, rough edges and frayed tempers. But was it all worth it? At 12 o'clock today, I did not think we would be sitting here before the end of today, but you've done a terrific job. Are you pleased?
I'm very pleased.
Have you managed to stay within your £500 quota?
Well, the budget's been pretty tight because there wasn't a lot in the room to start with, but I think we've just about made it.
What kind of prices are we talking at the coffee table?
Coffee table was a junk shop find, which is £10. The most expensive item was the chenille rug, which is £72 from Debenhams.
I think they'll be particularly pleased with the fireplace because it was a real time warp number, wasn't it?
It was a bit, wasn't it?
The sort of pillar pieces on either side, what are they called? Are they
I think they're
expensive?
called Pastor Pillar Features. They're from Homebase, and they were £17.99 for the pair.
They've had a lot of space to fill there curtain-wise, but you managed to do it with 2 types. Was it expensive?
No, both from Wolfen Textiles. Muslin was £1.10 a metre, and the dress curtains, which is an undyed calico, was £4.70 a metre.
Is that the same fabric that's on?
It's slightly different. This is slightly softer. This is called a Bolton twill.
And I think it's particularly nice the way you and I have dressed to...
We have, haven't we, really? We've rather
the
blended into the furniture.
Right, deep breath, open your eyes. Not a word. What do you think?
Gobsmacked.
Honestly, you can be as honest as you like.
I like the colour,
God, he likes the colour.
but I don't know what's happened to the couches.
It's the same couches, they're underneath, they're just loose covers.
Loose covers?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. That's good.
That's fine,
I thought
they're
that
coming
was,
off.
I thought that was the dust sheets, actually. But no.
I don't like the floor.
I
No?
think we did have a carpet, didn't we?
Yeah, it's not very nice, is it? Black. It's a bit bare, isn't it?
And
I like the way you've blended the radiators into the wall colour, but the feeling of like homeness and wallpaper and cosy floor covering's just gone.
I like the little the ornaments. I like.
Yeah.
He's kept the decor in keeping with the colour. He's gone for the whole hit.
Is this a second-hand table? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks it. Yes, I think this is nice, this screen. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we really need it when we've got such a nice fire.
Did you really like the fireplace with the stone the way it was?
No, I thought that had to go, and we were hoping to get a change, but not so plain, really.
Well, you know, he's handy. He can...
My tools will be coming home Friday.
Yeah.
Well, you cut it fine this week, didn't you?
We really did.
Have you managed to stay within the budget?
Yeah, we're well under budget, actually.
What was your most expensive piece?
They were the fretwork screens in the cupboard. They were £58 at 88 each, which made that quite expensive, but it was really stunning stuff to use.
Right, OK.
The ceiling rose from Wickes was only £12.99.
Bargain.
And the reflector spot that was in it was £6.90 for the mounting and just £1.20 for the bulb. So that was really quite cheap.
Oh, yeah. What about the tiling round the fireplace? I really like that.
They were £7 a sheet from Tile Mosaic Workshop.
What about the best bargain?
Well, it has to be the fabric that I used for the curtains. That was, believe it or not, was £1.50 a metre, which was fantastic, down my local market.
I think she will love it.
I hope so, yeah.
She'll never be homesick again.
Exactly.
Right.
See you when.
1, 2, 3, go!
Oh my God! This looks totally different!
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Really?
It's really, yeah, I didn't think I would like bright colours, but it's lovely. I just got to take it in.
The couches are still there. We've put loose covers on them, just to kind of give a warm feel. The fireplace will be finished. We ran out of time, but the mosaic will be finished.
That's fine.
Bits of mirror and piece. And we've built a nice unit for your TV and video and hi-fi,
Oh,
etc.
God, look at that. I just feel like so
And
giggly.
Andy's moved your chandelier over there a little bit to make more of a feature of it.
Oh, it's lovely. And I like those. Oh, you took them all. Oh, it's lovely.
And these tables, tell me they weren't family heirlooms or you weren't kind of, you know...
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
It saves us having to clean the leather anyway.
Hi!
Hi, Sandra.
In you come. Oh, we're the designers as well. Yeah! Thought you weren't going to turn up here. All right, Andy, in you come if you must. Well, that's it from Woolton Village in Liverpool. Everyone still seems to be friends for the time being, at least. Join us next week on Changing Rooms. Bye-bye.